Well, looks like Mario's not that interested in me replaying this game. What's up, party members? Justin Party 8 here. Welcome back for more Super Mario Galaxy. Man, in the last episodes, we started replaying this game. Explained a lot of stuff about why I wanted to do this game again. And we started getting our first Grand Star and met brand new a lot of characters like Rosalina, who told us to go inside the terrace to capture the remaining power stars there. Well, in this episode, we're going to just do that. Welcome! This dome acts as an eye of the observatory. From here, we can gaze upon distant galaxies. Once this Luma transforms into a pulsar, it will guide you to those faraway galaxies. Simply point your pointer at the pulsar and press A. If you lose sight of the pulsar, you can reset with R. This is for those who use the Pro Control like me. If you're playing in handheld mode, you can just tap, which is honestly as good as it sounds also kind of awkward. Alright, so you press A, get pulled, and booyah, here we are. These are the galaxies that can be observed from this dome. The numbers represent their distance from the observatory. The bigger the number, the greater the distance. The more power stars you find, the farther you'll be able to travel. So we only have one star right now, so we can just go for the first level, which is right here, which is Good Egg Galaxy. Yes, it's undeniable. We're detecting power star energy patterns in the nearest galaxy. But I must warn that the evil readings are off the charts. Please be careful. On the first level, evil readings off the charts. That says a lot. Okay, no, really. Alright, so here we go. The very first level. And we start with the very first mission, Dino Piranha. Everyone knows this very first level. I mean, come on. Well, for those who have not played this game yet, and for those people, shame on you. Okay, no, not really. I'm pretty sure there was a good reason why you have not played the original back in 2007. But yeah, also what you kind of noticed, but the picture, the text that you see when you get a star, or when you go to Welcome to the Galaxy, is different compared to the Wii version, compared to the Switch and the Wii version, which is interesting. I'm not sure I like it or dislike it more. So yeah. Anyway, what's interesting about the level design of these games is that it's very wacky with all these planets, up and down with camera controls. It's very unique. I like it a lot. And while it's not as overworld exploring like Mario 64 and Galaxy and then Mario Sunshine, it's still enjoyable to go through these levels. Alright, for this mission, we need to go over here and talk to this Luma. Now we need to hurry and go towards the next planet. And also, the music of this level is freaking iconic and lovable. I love Good Egg Galaxy stuff music. In fact, I love the soundtrack of this game. I believe this was the very first fully orchestrated soundtrack for a Mario game, which is very cool. But yeah, you can hear a lot more awesome songs. It's not like headbanging songs, but there were sometimes very relaxing, more beautiful songs. And I'm not even a used orchestra fan, so yeah, that says a lot. Anyway, these enemies over here are called Octogoombas. They try to attack you, but they're very easy to deal with, especially in Galaxy 1. In Galaxy 2, they're a little bit harder, because they can throw rocks at you, but other than that, they're really not that bad. Anyway, these piranha plants. I'm not gonna talk about the regular Mario enemies like piranha plants. I mean, come on, and Goombas. We all know those enemies. I mean, Mario exists for 40 years now, so over 40 years actually. So yeah. Anyway, you're supposed to go this way, but there's a secret I want to show. Something new I want to do with this walkthrough compared to the first time I played this game. I tried to show you all the secrets that I know, and not just go lazy and speedrun right through the level, even though I'm very good at this game. Like, I 100% this game in Galaxy 2 like so many times now, I cannot even count. Anyway, more flip switches. Another one up. There we go. Just for some extra one-ups and a cool looking area, basically. Anyway, time to meet another new enemy right here. It's this thing right here. You need to make sure to shake this thing. There we go. You get a ton of star bits. For every 50 star bit counts you can get a extra one up. So like 50, 100, 150, etc., etc. Yeah, in Galaxy 2 they changed that with only 100, which is one of the main reasons why I like Galaxy 2 more than 1. It's because Galaxy 2 is more challenging than Galaxy 1. Which is probably the main reason why I like that more. But if you want a good story, I think you'll like the first game a little bit more. Anyway, here's our first boss. An egg. No, it's not just an egg. You need to do this. This is Dino Piranha, the very best example of an absolute joke of a first boss. You need to shake it towards its tail and boom. Very, very simple. And of course, just like any other old Mario traditions, you need to hit him 3 times. Although I do like Dino Piranha's design, it's very cool. Here we go, our first regular Power Star. Oh, excuse me, Power Star, Power Star. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that right now. Unless you people in the comments want me to continue that. Anyway, let's collect the star. Yep, new layout for you got a star, like I said. For those who don't know, yes, we are going to 100% this game once again. So yeah, we're going to collect every single star in this game once again. Those star bits are star bits. No duh. To Lumas, they are the tastiest, most delectable treats imaginable. I heard in Japan it's actually a treat, right? And of course, in Japan everything has to be better. Okay, no, not really. All right, you need to point the screen to shoot, or you can just tap. I need to press CR in order to shoot star bits, which can be used for some things. Which the thing that you can actually use it on is on enemies. It can stun enemies. Yes, see Pseudomanners, or feed them to a hungry Luma, which will be explained in the next mission of Good Galaxy. In other words, thank you for spoiling little Luma. Anyway, let's go to mission number 2. Which is a snack of cosmic proportions. So it's very intimidating, but really isn't. And just as that Luma said, yep, we need to go towards a hungry Luma. This hungry Luma needs 100 star bits, so which is quite easy to get, even on this first planet. Anyway, if you see a ring right here, you can just spin and then you get 10 star bits at a time, which is pretty cool and useful. There are some inside these pack of flowers. For each of these kills, you get 3 star bits. Oh, excuse me, 3 star. I don't know if I said 3 or 3. Ah, whatever. Alright, this time I need to go this way. Whoa, that was cool. Yes, the game already explained that we can stun enemies. Which honestly, I don't do that much. Unless it's first... except for one thing, which I'll explain much later. Alright, there we go. And no, camera. And there we go, question marks. Most of these question marks have coins or star bits in them. There we go. See, we're almost already at 100 and we're not even past the first planet. If you're using the Pro Controller, you can just press the R button to center the pointer once again. So yeah, that's a lot more. That makes it at least a little bit viable. Instead of forcing you to use the actual motion controls with the Joy Cons. I wanted to use the Joy Cons, but one of my Joy Cons is kind of broken. So yeah, that's a little bit sad. Like I said in the last episode, coins aren't really that useful. They're used for regenerating health. As you can see, you can take 3 hits and then you're dead. It can refill your health, but that's really about it. Of course, every 50 coins and 100 coins you get a 1-up. But those are what star bits are for, in my personal opinion. They make coins a lot more useful in Galaxy 2, where you can actually wait. We need to do some secret missions, which I'll explain a little bit. Which I'll explain, of course, later. But other than that, in this game, they're really not that useful. Okay, here we go. Get on this planet. Even if the Hungry Luma only needs 100 star bits, you might as well collect more because, like I said, collect as many as you can get. Trust me on this. It makes going through other levels later on a lot easier. That's all I'm gonna be saying. Alright, so we need to go towards this Yoshi Egg planet. There we go. Like I said a little bit earlier in the previous mission, this game is a lot more mission based and going towards an actual star and go towards a specific route. It's not like 64 Galaxy. Why do I keep saying Galaxy or Sunshine, where you can do all different missions and other missions. So yeah, that's not a thing in this game. All right, so we need to fill this thing. All right, stuff. Here we go. Transform. It committed suicide to be born into another planet. Great message there, Nintendo. Sometimes you and your dark humor, Nintendo. I love it. Alright, so to climb this planet. This planet gets reused in another galaxy, in Galaxy 2 as well. A very famous level, let's just say it like that. Alright, so there's a 1-up down there, but I'm not gonna get it. I couldn't care less about 1-ups personally in this game. Once I reset the game, you will understand why, but yeah. Let's go towards the center of this galaxy, which is a giant Dr. Mario pill. I mean, just look at it, come on. Has to be a Dr. Mario reference. Alright, go inside. Alright, there's something you can do over here. Like I said, I'm trying to show you a lot more compared to the first time I played through this game on YouTube. Alright, some more stars and a coin, but that was not too bad. There we go, die. Alright, so when, oh jeez. Alright, so you can go to the right towards to get that 1-up, or you can go, I'm going to show you this path. Because I don't care about the 1-up. Get the coin. Can I actually do the, no I can't, okay, never mind. No I cannot, okay fine. Screw the 1-up, like I said. Alright, through the glass. Head towards the final planet of this mission. Now, you're supposed to like these 5-star chips, but honestly, you could just launch up and spin. That is so much faster. That's number 3. We discovered a new galaxy, which we're not going to. At least not yet. Well done, brave explorer. You discovered a new galaxy. Collecting Power Stars will expand our range of vision, perhaps to eventually include the enemy base. you make it sound a lot more exciting than it actually is when you say enemy base. We could go over here, but of course we're not going to do that. We're going to finish Good at Galaxy from now on with the 3 main missions. So yeah, let's go towards the final main mission, which is King Caliente's Battle Fleet. I think this was the thing that they showed you towards the E3 for Get Mario Galaxy, but I can't remember if that's true or not. I was 6 years old when I watched it, so forgive me. Yes, I'm a 2000 kid. Even if I'm a Gen Zer, I will always be a Nintendo fan. So yeah, most Gen Zs don't care much about Nintendo anymore. So yeah. Anyway, you can. The first time I played for did this walkthrough, I just triple jump up there. But I'm gonna show you everything. So, and the way Nintendo intended for you to do it. Just go inside this red pipe or orange pipe. Alright, so we'll walk on the walls. And time for some music. Nice little reference to Mario Bros. On the ground team, and we get another one up, which I don't care, but we're gonna get it anyway. And let's continue on towards the next planets. And oh, here's something else that we can talk about. These things right here, these melons over here. An interesting trivia thing is once you have 9,999 star bits over here, all the melons in this game turn into watermelons for some unknown reason. I have no idea why, but that's a thing that happens after you get a lot of star bits. So yeah. Anyway, here we have a Pokey. I need to hit with the melon, or coconuts. I think they're called coconuts rather than melons. What the hell am I saying? Well, they look like the melons from Mario Sunshine, so yeah. Anyway, we could go towards next planet, but we can also explore over here. What's inside here? Come on, there we go. These very circular looking planets, and we're gonna juice into our first power-up, the Rainbow Star, which turns Rainbow Mario. You're invincible. So this is pretty much the actual star that you use in the other Mario Bros. Games. You're invisible for a shorter time, and you can run fast. I like this replacement a lot. Also, if you run fast, you can do the spinning jump from Mario Bros. 3, which is pretty cool. Alright, so go over here. And I keep saying alright all over again. It's like I never left the YouTube community or my commentary. Okay, fine. Alright, so... Oh yeah, this also introduced the bullet bills. Now in this game, if a bullet bill sees you, it will home in on you. Which gets kind of annoying in some missions, but most of the time it's not that bad. Alright, here we are. Here we have these guys. I actually forgot the name, or I'm gonna put it on screen if what their names are, because I will be lazy about that. I don't know every single enemy name of these Octo characters. That's work, but you gotta keep going. Okay, so over here we're gonna introduce into something new, which is a health extension mushroom. Your health grew to 6. If below 4, it will go back to normal. These are usually found in most before a boss, so yeah, be on the lookout for those. Sometimes they're pretty hidden. Alright, so here we go. And here we get the next boss. King Caliente. It's also a reference to another Japanese name, which is also named King Caliente. I don't know what it is, but anyway, here you need to hit the coconut back at him once he shoots one. But the more times you hit him, he'll try to outsmart you, which we will outsmart back. And now he's really pissed because we took off his crown. Oh, he's no longer a king. Now he's just a caliente, which I know what that means. And there we go. By the way, I love the lava effects in this area. It's very cool. Alright, so... And we collect our next Power Star. Okay, so now that we've done all 3 main missions for Gannett Galaxy, I think it's a good time to end this episode off. So, next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're going to head towards the next level of the terrace. See you guys next time.